The police just shot him for no apparent reason. No reason at all. They asked for license and registration. That's the police officer over there that did it. It's a black man. I think should be usually identification. I can't believe that she did this. Wake your ass up, Israel. Let me keep the speakers on. Let the Hebrews speak. Let the Hebrews speak. Your time is it's the wrong time for you. Ladies, okay, Monday, tell you to do, Jeremiah, next hour, come on, Tuesday. Tomorrow, you right? No. Exposing lies. From the Bible,
All right, clap it up. You know what I mean? What's going on in this world? Y'all about Shimmy Awashah Barakatah, y'all Shema Thumb by Shimmy Awashah, Priest and Officer Marat, Officer of 5,000, holding it down for Captain Akkad Abarayim, it's like for General Hazayan and Captain Akkad Abarayim. So let a Hebrew speak. Let me start off with the main two scriptures that we usually do. Alright, shout out to Kyle, we got a cookout coming up. September 26th to the 29th. Y'all make sure y'all get out there and see it. Alright, Thursday, September 26th is the mandatory class. Friday, the 27th is going to be camp. Saturday is going to be the Black and Brown lecture. And Sunday is going to be the West Coast barbecue. Shout out to Kyle and the whole West Coast holding it down. Alright. So let's start with the main scripture. You good? Oh, Facebook went down. Yeah, you might not get stretch it too far. It's like it's a little jammed up. Shout out to everybody out there on Facebook. I know we just got shut off. We still off on Facebook. All right, it's coming up. So shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Let's get the two bedrock scriptures. Let's get Zephaniah 2:1. In fact, give me Ephesians 4:4. I quote Zephaniah 2:1. It says, gather together, yea, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. All right, who's the nation not desired? It's the Israelites, it's the blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics here in America, here in North, Central, and South America, and scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. We are to gather together, man, under commanding General Yohanan. That is an order from commanding General Yohanan that all camps are to lead their doctrines and come back into the ISUPK and stop teaching the garbage that they have been teaching this whole entire time since they have been out of the truth, and to drop that and come into the truth and learn again so we can raise this nation together. Those 1,000 purple homos, or however many purple homos that was marching and doing a sin, marching in purple and gold like they the Romans, they had to take off that gay purple, take off that gay gold they got on, mixed with that purple, and bring themselves back into the ISUPK, GMS, what's the other one? House of David. I forget the rest of them corny cats. The FOP, something, I don't know what it is. But they would drop their doctrines and come into the ISUPK under command of General Yohana. All right? Give me Ephesians 4:4.
I'm calling Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body.
There is what?
One body.
This is the reason they should come in. There's one body. It's not many bodies. It's not you over here and we over there, they over there. It's one body. The prophets were together, man. And if you ain't an ISUPK, then you ain't a prophet, brother. That's just the hardcore reality of it. Your leader is not a prophet. The men you are with are not prophets. You are not a prophet. The men in ISUPK are the sons of the prophets, like we were in the Bible of old times, man. Read on.
And one
body.
spirit.
And there's one spirit. Read it again.
And one spirit.
And one spirit. We got the same spirit here in ISUPK, man. We're working on a shirt right now that says many warriors, one spirit. You know what I mean? That's how it is in UPK. There's a ton of warriors. It's like Paul said, everybody ain't prophets, everybody not healers. But they all in that one body with that one spirit, man. He didn't say it's many different sects of Israelites, it's many different groups of us in the Israelite world. Hell no. It is one body and there's one spirit, man. Go ahead.
Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. We called in one hope. Hope to save Israel, man. To bring salvation to our nation. To get ourselves salvation, man. To raise up that 144,000. That's what our hope is. Our hope is the kingdom of heaven. Is to serve the Most High by Hashem Yahushua, man, in the name of Christ. And for the reputation that Christ stood for, and for the things that Christ would want, man, because he was the most perfect man in the nation. Yet and still, there was one good, and that's the Father, man. We got one body, one spirit, and we called in one hope of our calling, man. And that's to get salvation, all right? So drop that. Matter of fact, read on. There's a little bit more.
One Lord, one faith.
One what?
One Lord, one faith.
It's one Lord, one Adawan, one doctrine, man. It's not my Lord is Nathaniel, my Lord is Tahar, my Lord is whoever the hell one of these other groups. No, man. We got one Lord. That's commanding General Yohana under Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man, who is under the Most High. We all work to serve the Most High power, man. And we try to serve the Most High in the name and in the reputation of our King Yahweh Shah in the ISUPK under command of General Yohana. I hope that was plain enough, man. We got one Lord. Read on. And we got one faith, one work, one doctrine. Go ahead.
One God.
One power. Go ahead.
And Father of all.
And Father of all. I hope you understood what I said. It said, did he just call commanding General Yohana God? He said one Lord, but then he mentioned the Most High, then he mentioned Christ. Oh, just so you understand, read that part again.
One God.
One power. Go ahead.
And Father of
and
all. And Father.
Thank you. It said one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one power, and Father of all. I believe you skipped the baptism. It's one way to get clean, man. One way to cleanse yourself. And that's with the spirit of Yahweh Shah. That's why we have one Lord, who is Yahweh Shah, man. And we are serving Christ the way commanding General Yohana taught us, the way the 7 heads of the school taught him, and Christ teaches us how to serve our one power and our one Father, which is the Most High Yahweh. I hope that was plain enough. All you silly fake Israelites out there, man. All right? And it's one way to get cleansed, like I said, here in ISUPK. So drop that. Today, right, what we're going to do is, I want to say this. The Christian church is the house of Satan, all right?
Right.
Speaking of today, I walked past the church and a goddamn church had a sign up that said, "How bad do you want it?" I don't think you understand. How bad do you want it? What in the hell does that mean? Somebody please elaborate. Some Christian please call in and elaborate on what the church says when it means, how bad do you want it? Because you saying, how bad do you want it? Like, what are you willing to give up to get salvation? When you come into the Christian church, you don't give anything up. You want to suck penises? Go and suck them all. God knows your heart that comes out the Christian church. You want to be a whore on Saturday and holy on Sunday? Well, go bust it open. Dang, what you waiting for? Just make sure you show up on Sunday. That comes out of the Christian church, man. So how bad do you want what? You know what he's talking about? He's saying how much money you willing to give up. That's what he's saying. That's what the church is saying. How much money, how much paper you got for your salvation, woman? Because that's who's in there. That's it. That's about it. How much money you willing to pay, woman? Because you ain't giving up the whoredom. You damn sure ain't giving up pork and shrimp and crabs. So what the hell are you giving up? Nothing. Anyway, so like I just had to say that real quick. All right, I got a few articles that we're gonna go into today. Let's start with this one. I'll just go in order. Wait a minute. I want to start with the give me MS-13. Give me our brothers, our Hispanic brothers, MS-13. Our Mexican Yashikari brothers. If y'all don't know, September 15th to October 15th is Hispanic Heritage Month. So y'all make sure y'all get out there, you know what I mean, Lord willing, if y'all can find some events and go out there, and now's the perfect time to join with our Hispanic and our Latino brothers, man. It's Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th. We got the Puerto Rican Day Parade coming up in Philly on the 29th. Next week, we got the Mexican Festival on September 15th. Then there's another festival on the 20th. On the 22nd, there's another festival. And then on the 28th is the Puerto Rican Day Parade out here in Philly. So y'all make sure y'all join with y'all brothers and sisters. There's a few events in Delaware going down too. I mean, they got the Mexican festival on the 15th as well. All right. So y'all make sure y'all get out there and do what we got to do to join our brothers and gather together. Go ahead.
Where's MS-13 article? Is it on? Again, MS on.
It says Maryland slave suspects. It should be from September 8th. Maryland slave suspects.
That's when I got it, September 2nd.
All right, go all the way out. Read me the stories that you got.
Biden, racism in U.S., 12-year-old black boy shot, truth about America.
You might gotta refresh the page. Or to hell with it. Read it off my phone. To hell with it. Here we go. I can actually cast it to the TV from my phone. So give me 1 second, y'all. Bear with us 1 second. I'm gonna just cast it to the TV from my phone and turn on the internet. Lock you on the phone. Where we at with it? I'm gonna cast this to the TV. I got a few articles because really what I want to go into, right, is how, and this is the reason why I mentioned the Hispanic Heritage Month, because as you know, Donald Trump is issuing on our brothers, you know, SHITING on our brothers, on our race, man. You know what I mean? I want to, like, they shitting on our race. So like they putting feces and disgusting bywords and proverbs on the reputation of our race, all right? Of being Latino, of being Native American Indian or Hispanic. They putting a bad reputation on us. Bad enough they put a bad reputation on blacks in the Caribbean and Haitians. They putting a nasty reputation on our race. So I just wanted to pull up this article real quick. Salaki, y'all. So bear with us. I mean, because we are the same race. Blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians, we're the same race. We are the Israelites according to the Bible. So y'all see. Now I wanted to start with this first, because according to Breaking News, right, which is a app. I don't know why this thing didn't rotate. Okay, that's why I didn't rotate. That's what. So it says, slave suspects, MS-13 members in U.S. illegally, says ICE. So the point they're making, that they ain't mad that they MS-13. They mad at these brothers. Can they see the TV?
Yeah, you can see the picture.
They mad at these brothers right here on MS from MS-13, which is a gang, which is wrong. You know what I mean? What you want us to do? They got nobody to turn to, right? Problem is they should turn to the ISUPK, but you are trying to clip our channels and trying to cut down our viewers and kill our subscribers. Or else, give me the scripture where it said, if we left him thus alone, and they talked about Christ, when it says all men should believe on him. These brothers from MS-13 will believe on a UPK if our oppressor, if our slave master was not the devil that he is, man. We'll read a little bit of this article. It says 7 alleged members of MS-13 gang are charged in brutal stabbing of a 21-year-old man in Maryland this summer, and 6 of them are in the U.S. illegally, federal immigration official. That's the federal immigration official said. So ICE is saying that, yeah, we got, mass shooters and all that, but you don't see MS-13 in there illegally. They killed 7 people. Your little, I almost said it. Your little son, your little oppressor son, your little oppressor baby, your little slave master baby, when he turns 21, he shoots 21 people. It's like when you're in the world and you're a child and you turn 7 or 8, you got 7 or 8 cameras. Well, they turn 21 and they shoot 21 MS-13 possible members. They shoot 21 just Hispanics, man. They shoot 21 Native American Indians, man. Our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
Now this is supposed to be so horrible that they in the U.S. illegally. Now let me ask you this. You mad that they in the U.S. when you stole the U.S. from them? You stole it from them. And you mad that they came back? You a devil, man. You are a devil, man. All right, I want to go to the next article real quick, if I may. But that's the first one I want to start with. Go ahead.
Precept.
Huh?
Precept.
Oh, the precept. Give me the precept. Go water.
John chapter 11, verse 38. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
If we left him thus alone, if these devils, if these children of the oppressor, children of the slave master, if they left us the hell alone, they left, listen, go mess with the other fake Israelite groups. Go mess with the purple guys and the rapists, possible potential rape suspects, GMS, and the rest of the other silly Israelites with fringes on their t-shirt. Go mess with them. Hell with them. But I wouldn't even say that, because they help us out too. They help us out by showing that they ain't got the goddamn truth. But you know how many people come into the truth that hear those fake Israelite cats that actually end up in the UPK, that see the evil and the wickedness of them? But I'll be damned. Look, you want to mess with anybody, go mess with them. You might actually find something. You might actually find somebody killing a transsexual in the purple cats. You might actually find a rapist in GMS. You might find a weed smoker in some of these other goddamn groups, man. But leave us the hell alone. Because we doing the work of the Lord. Which is why you don't mess with them, but you mess with us. Is the goddamn truth. And I hate to say it like that. And I ain't saying, oh, go get them. But I don't give a damn what you do. Why not? But leave the men of the Lord be. Touch not the anointed, man. Go get these silly other cats. And maybe they'll realize that they should have stayed in the UPK. Maybe they realize you cannot rape a woman, and you should not have sex with transsexual men, and you should not get high and smoke weed, man. They'll realize it, and you will help them come into the truth. And leave us alone so brothers from MS-13 can change their lives, man. And we'll teach them how to battle that ice. How to battle ice, man. The Lord will be on their side. Gotta be kidding me, man. All right, let's get to the next article. I want to bring out one more, right? Real quick. You know they got their little whatever that is, their advertisement. So Salaki about that. I'm gonna go to the next one, right? And there's a video of this brother getting chased by the cops. Our Hispanic brother getting chased by the cops. I'm gonna pull up the whole article. I believe they may have the video on it. Not sure if they do or if they don't have the video on this. They may not. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try and find it. But if I can't, right, I'll just type it into YouTube. Let me just copy and paste it real quick. Y'all just bear with me. All right, so we can go into it on YouTube. So this is the article. It says, and this is out in the Midwest. All right. Shout out to the Midwest. I had an amazing barbecue as well. It says Minnesota man Brian J. Quinones killed in a police shooting after live streaming the chase. So this Hispanic brother, he was on a police chase, which we shouldn't do, but he was killed in the police chase. Once again, they trying to put so much dirt on us. I gotta bring something out about this, right? So I'm gonna read the article. See if you can find this on YouTube. Brian J. Quinones killed in police shooting after live streaming chase. Okay. Right, I'm gonna try to bring it up just so you can see it. But I want to bring something out, right? Now, I want to wait till we get the video, but I'm gonna just speak a little bit on this. Now, this brother, he shouldn't have been in the police chase. All right, he should not have been in a police chase. But we are in America. He got into a police chase, right? He died. He died. I don't know if y'all remember when Commandant General Yohana, when he on a show the other week, right, on a Black Watch, when it was the naked son of the oppressor, when it was the naked son of the oppressor, the son of the slave master, and he had killed 3 effing people, man. He killed 3 people. Right. Ran outside naked, and the cop put down his gun and ran from him. And he actually murdered 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 people, man. He murdered 3 people and ran outside and choked the shit out of a man and still didn't get shot. And the cop ran from him even more after he choked the shit out of that white man. And I gotta say it like that. Salakia for the language, but he was choking the hell out that white man. Butt naked, butterball naked, choking the white man, and the cop is sitting there with his gun down, trying to tell him to stop, running from him. You got the video?
I got that one talking about,
Oh, Most High in Christ. You can go ahead and cast it to the TV. I'm gonna turn off my internet so you can just cast straight to it. Okay, I know I just turned this goddamn internet off. Hold on, give me 1 second. There we go. All right. Internet was about to piss me off. I was about to choke the hell out the internet. God damn it. All right.
Something like that.
Coming up now, so
Matthew Bernard was suspected of murder, but it's
got the
not
white boy.
why he stripped off all of his clothes and ran into the streets as police in Keeling, Virginia, tried to arrest him on Tuesday. An officer used mace to try to stop Bernard, but he kept on running, straight as Wood Golden in a church parking lot.
I was on him choking the life out that white man. Salaki, out that oppressor. Let's rewind it and play it back and just pause it right where you right. Now look at he is ball naked, man. And look at the cop's gun is down. Now can you find me the video of the brother in the police chase? You found it? Alright, let's play the video. Show him choking that.
But he kept on running, straight out.
Boom. You see that? His head is down. You're like, he is choking the hell. That's a old oppressor. That slave master right there, that's son of the slave master that we looking at. He old, man. He's like 70 years old, man. He was choking the life out of him, not getting shot. Look, he ain't died. Let me show you that he didn't die. Play it, Malaki.
Wood Golden in a church parking lot.
Look.
I was just saying, good Lord,
God damn.
fighting the births that I could do.
Bernard then took off.
But Brian Quinones died. And we're gonna show you why he died. Now, this man actually killed somebody. He actually killed 3 people. He wasn't speeding. He killed 3 people, and the cop's gun is still down. And like I said, they trying to put such a nasty and disgusting reputation on our race, man. We can't proudly say we Hispanic, we Mexican, we Puerto Rican, we Dominican, we Colombian. Shout out to the Brazilian festival that we went to yesterday. We Colombian. We Uruguayan. We from Chile. We from Argentina. We from Guyana. We can't proudly say that. We from Honduras. Shout out to Yaiqua. We can't proudly say that, man. Why not? Because our oppressors are trying to put such a nasty, disgusting attachment to our reputation, man. Such an abomination on the reputation of our race, man. Meanwhile, he's a murderer. And I'm trying to big up our brothers, man, because the Hispanic Heritage Month starts on September 15th. That notice that our oppressors, their kingdom, their heritage is up on the walls everywhere, is monuments and statues of all the courageous things that they've gained, but they are murderers, and we get them off. And after that, it's like, all right, go back to your little slave quarters. Give me the video, Malaki. Give me the video of the brother. It's a goddamn shame, man.
So
Go ahead.
it was in Minnesota, right?
Yes, it was in Minnesota. It's a damn shame, man. Our oppressors, our slave masters, they should be ashamed of themselves, man. They just a slave master. They're not a righteous ruler, man. They just slave masters. They just oppressors, man. And they are what the Bible speaks.
The first thing that comes
Go ahead, Doc.
to mind is the knife didn't even look. It looked like a pocket knife. It wasn't bigger than his palm.
Hold on, wait. Let's see. Can you like slide up forward and see if there's you don't gotta play it yet, but can you skip up forward and see if they got the video of the chase?
I don't think the video is only 1 minute long. I'm not sure.
All right, go ahead and see if you can get the live stream. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. Go ahead and play the you can play it from the beginning.
Okay.
Let's see if I can pull it up on YouTube.
Thing that comes to mind is the knife didn't even look. It looked like a pocket knife. It wasn't bigger than his palm. Should have been bigger than his hand.
Play that part again. What he just said.
You know, so, and like I said, when he, first thing that comes to mind is the knife didn't even look. It looked like a pocket knife. It wasn't bigger than his palm. Should have been bigger than his And, so, and like I said, when I got out, I
Type
tried to
in
run.
Brian Quinones final moments.
So I get,
Type in Brian Quinones final moments. Says Brian Quinones. It look like it's a Facebook video. So you'll see it's like one is a minute long. We can play that one. It's lucky, y'all. Y'all can bear with us for 1 second. It says, Brian, you can play this while you're looking for it.
well, obviously.
Oh, you got it already? No sweat. Now this is our brother right here. Running from the cops. Yeah, now. Listen to the gunshot. Pause it. Pause it real quick. If you hear the gunshots, right? The gunshots was pow, pow, pow. Pause. Pow, 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 pow. Now what the hell was that for? What in the hell was that for? You know what that was for? That was to make sure he died. He hopped out that car. They got a good look at him, which is why he hopped out for a minute. He hopped out with a knife, with a small pocket knife, which is what the first video was saying. The first video was saying that he had a knife in his hand. It wasn't even bigger than his hand. It was a regular, lawful knife. But since he is not the son of the oppressor, since he is not the child of the slave master, he cannot have a knife in America. He cannot have a knife and be speeding. He can't just jump out his car with anything in his goddamn hands. Not a cell phone, not a toy gun, not a goddamn wallet, not an ID, not anything. The cops ran up on him in the video, if you can see it. They ran up on him. They got a good look that he was not a white man, that he was not the son of the oppressor. He was not the son of the slave master. And they just began to shoot him. Pow, pow, pow. And then they looked at him and said, yeah, he's Hispanic, and made sure he was dead. Play it again, man. Why, listen, he listening to the rap music. I think that was a Hispanic brother that was rapping. It wasn't?
Well, it was a brother and it was Nipsey Hussle.
That was a brother in Nipsey Hussle. Oh, good Lord. Which means that they got our Hispanic brothers tied up in that African garbage too. Read on. Pause. Gunshots fired even more. You can pause it out. Sad story, man. Sad story, man. Sad story that our brother, Michael Quinones, is he gone now? Because he had a knife in his hand. He gone. Can they see me? You can turn it back. Go ahead.
I got a video that happened in Philadelphia a few days ago. It's like, was a man that was out that was on drugs. He didn't have no weapons in his hand. He was walking towards police. The same happened. I got the
And it happened a few days ago in Philly.
concept.
Let's pull it up. Which shows you that we can't even be ourselves. We can't have pride and feel like we're somebody in America because our slave master and our oppressor, who is the goddamn devil, he just ain't happy with that. He just ain't happy. I see you posted up on Twitter. I'm a lock in. No sweat.
This was on. I just had to post it on Twitter. Okay.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead and play it, man. What was his brother's name?
Not too sure.
Nobody even know his name.
Why you can't hear it, man.
Damn, they took the video off of it. They took the video off of them really getting shot.
Yeah, soon as they start shooting, that's when everybody.
That's when everybody went out the window. You see that? And you see that. That brother ain't even have a gun. He just walking, man. Look like he high as hell, too. But even if he wasn't, they ran from a naked murderer.
So,
Damn, I can't stand no slave master. He's the devil according to the Bible, man. Damn, man. That's so sad, literally, man. Like, what are we going to do in America, huh? You just want us to bow the knee and get back to our burdens. You can send the camera back around.
okay.
Now, listen. Okay, let's get some scriptures on this, all right? Let's go to the scriptures. Give me Zechariah 11 and 5. Let's go there. Start with that one. Zechariah 11 and 5. Oh man. So listen, in America, what we gonna do in America? We can't walk towards the cops. You can't hop out your car with a knife in your hand. You can't hop out your car at all. Definitely, if you can't walk towards the cops, you can't even hop out your car and look like you're gonna do anything. You can't hop out and say, hold up. Because they're gonna kill you, man. Meanwhile, listen, this is why you heard about the Philly shooter. Because brothers like, hold up, it's either I'm gonna get shot or I'm gonna shoot back. And we ain't telling nobody to do that, but damn, what you expect them to do? Go ahead.
He said you can't hop out the car. You can't even be in your car listening to music with your woman.
Yeah, you can't be in the car listening to music with your woman. Because you might die next to her, man. You can't, I know y'all seen the video of the brother they pulled over and he had to speed off. Because the cop was trying to goddamn shoot him. He said, give me your license and registration. He went to go get it and the cop pulled out the gun. He's like, whoa. I'm just getting what you asked me to get. He said, the hell with that. He just pulled off, man. These devils, man. Give me Zechariah 11 and 5.
Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Whose possessors do what?
Slay them.
Our possessors, our oppressors, our slave masters slay us. Go ahead. Meaning they kill us. Go ahead.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And hold themselves not guilty. Damn. Not guilty in the court of law. Not no jail time or jail time years later or just no jail time. Period. We heard of that too many times, man. We heard of that one like that. That's normal to us. To end up in a jail cell while you were innocent, while some police officer planted drugs on you, Nathaniel from IUIC. and you just go to jail, and then the cop, like Nathaniel from IUIC, just goes home and goes back to teaching his fake Israelite book. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous, man. Our oppressors slay us, and they hold us not guilty, man. Damn. Go ahead, read on.
And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for
And
I
they
am
that
rich.
what?
And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
Listen, they that slay us say, Blessed be the Lord. They thank God that they murdered us, man. They thank the Most High Power for the fact that they got a chance to murder us. And say what? And what's the reason?
Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
Blessed be the Lord because I am rich. They know that murdering us makes them rich. It keeps their slaves in line. I'm telling you, the slave master is the devil according to the Bible. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Go ahead.
Will we be able to use this as a precept for how the judges sell our people to the prisons?
Okay. Yeah, but it's more so, yeah, you can use it as a precept. Sure. Yes, you can. You know what I mean? But they also murder us too, which is the main point. But you can bring that out about the precept as well. You also bring it out for sure.
Okay.
But it's talking about how our oppressor murders us, man. Give me Jude 5:20 in the Apocrypha. I got Apocrypha in the bag. You ain't got it on your phone.
5:20, so.
5:20.
Okay.
Just think about it. And what Malachi said is heavy too, because they give you that life sentence, that's like murder. You done. Your life is over. You physically in a cage for the rest of your life, man. When life used to be 20 years. Because at one time you could understand, like, damn, 20 years in this damn situation, it is my whole life. It's 20 years of my life. If I'm 20, 25, that's my whole life in jail. Forget about if I'm 30, I'm definitely, my father, my carnal father, he was 58. They gave him 17 years. It's like they might have just gave him life. He's 58 years old. He was anyway. He's been in there for about a year. Matter of fact, he's been in there for 2 years. 17 years. It's like, well, damn, you basically closed the book on him. What was 10? 68? Then he got to do 7 more. And in the feds, you got to do 85% of your time. So what the hell? You're going to do at least 15 years. That's at the minimum. You're going to do at least 15 years. So 10 plus 5. That's your life. You 70 something when you come out of jail.
Right.
You don't come out of jail with a cane and a goddamn walker, man. And possibly a damn diaper. You know people get stabbed the hell up in jail, man. Like that is your life. So yeah, they murder us. It's like being murdered, man. Sentenced to life. Imagine being 19, 20, 21, 17 years old, doing 40 years in prison. That's your life. That's like murder. It's like they killed you. One of my brothers from back in the world, one of my friends from back in the world, he got locked up when he was 17 years old. He doing 40 years. He was like, hey, they can't stop me though. 10 years later, he's been in jail for like 13 years already. So he like, hey man, they ain't stop me though. They still ain't stop me. Because he's trying to keep his life so he don't feel like he's just dead in a damn cell, man. While a butt-naked murderer of our oppressor really murdered people and deserved to get life, he free out on the goddamn streets, running while cops are running from him. He probably locked up now, but damn, you can come on, man. Yo, that's so sad. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
Give me Judith 5:20.
Judah chapter 5 verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor.
Go up 2 verses. Let's get some context on it, man.
Verse 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their God was cast into the ground,
Go ahead.
and their cities were taken by enemies.
Go ahead.
But now are they returned to their God.
So go up 4 more verses. Let's get the whole entire context, right?
Verse 16. And they cast before them the Canaanite and the Perizzite.
Go up 2 more verses. This is a good one to take out on the streets too, man. Or just to break down in the class. But definitely you could take this out on the streets and you can break this whole thing down to our brothers and sisters. How oppression works when it comes to God's chosen people, man. How slavery works when it comes to enslaving God's chosen people. Read on.
Verse 13. And God dried the Red Sea before them and brought them to Mount.
Go up 3 more verses. We're going to break this one all the way down.
Verse 11. Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly with them.
So the king of Egypt rose up against us, right? And he dealt subtle. He was subtle with us, man. And he was wise in how he chose to deal with us, meaning he was wise for his benefit, not for ours. Not wisdom that's righteous. It's like, damn, brother, I won't cross this line so we don't have a problem anymore. So we can be brothers and enjoy life and no harm come to you, no harm come to me. Nah, that wisdom was like, listen, I got to find a way to put these people under my foot. I need some ideas. What can I do to make these people work harder for me? What can I do to make them not turn on me? I got it. I'll be the living ish out of them and make them fear me. Then they won't turn on me. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's the kind of wisdom he used. That's the kind of subtlety he used. He said, they just got to work hard. So that way they don't think about ever turning on me. Go ahead.
And brought them to Mount Sinai.
Mount Sinai.
Mount Sinai in caves burn.
Oh, Salaki, that ain't Mount Sinai. Read that.
Mount Sinai.
Go ahead.
In caves burn and cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness. So they dwelt in the land of the Amorites and they destroyed.
All right, so now Mount Sinai. So it talked about how the king of Egypt dealt subtle with us. But the Lord brought us into Mount Sinai. He cast off the ones in the wilderness that didn't want to serve him, killed them with the children of Korah. That, you know, when the earth opened up and everybody that wanted to serve the calf and go back to Egypt, damn near died. Damn near all of them died right then in that one. Then the sons of Korah and just a ton of our people that didn't want to serve the Most High, man. That was too selfish and too greedy to serve the Most High. So they died in the wilderness. Go ahead.
Come. So verse 12.
Right?
11. Verse 11. And dealt subtly with them and brought them low with laboring and bricks and made them slaves.
All right, Most High in Christ. So, what you skipped up a verse?
Come.
All right, guys, stay with me, Malak. So go ahead and read that again. So Pharaoh, king of Egypt, go ahead.
And dealt subtly with them and brought them low with laboring and bricks. And made them
brought them
slaves.
low with laboring in bricks with that hard labor we was talking about. Go ahead.
And made them slaves.
And made us slaves. So the king of Egypt, he dealt subtly with us and made us slaves. Meaning, like I said before, that wisdom he used that to say, how can I make them my slave? How can I make them work for me? Go ahead.
Then they cried unto their God.
Then this is what the heathens know. The heathens know that our God can hear us, and he can defend us. Go ahead.
And he smote all the land of Egypt.
And he did what?
And he smote all the land of Egypt.
That's the thing that we got to know. Though we MS-13, though we in hell, though we Bloods and Crips and drug dealers and pimps and whores, we got to understand that our God can hear us.
Right.
And being our oppressor, the man who is our oppressor and who's our slave master, they understand this thing. They understand that if they don't put a burden on us, that our God will hear us. Go ahead. And will defend us. Go ahead.
And he smote all the land of Egypt with incurable plagues.
And that they will die with incurable plagues. Destruction by the Most High. Go ahead.
So the Egyptians cast them out of their sight.
So the Egyptians got rid of us, which is the reason why we went into Israel and how we got into America today. Because best believe, if that never happened, that the Most High, without the Most High defending us, that the Egyptians we'd still be in Africa right now. You wouldn't have to worry about loving Africa. You'd be in it, you'd be in Africa a slave in Egypt. Still to this day. Go ahead.
And God dried up the Red Sea before them.
And our power, this is what the heathens know. They know that our power will dry up a sea for us and let us pass through, man. Because we're his people. So if you don't put a burden on them, if you don't make something to where as though they ain't even got time to pray to their God or to think about what the hell they need to do or think about how they're not serving their God, then man, there's nothing that we can do. Their God will defend them. Go ahead.
And brought them to Mount Sinai.
And brought them to Mount Sinai. Go ahead.
And Cade's barn.
And what?
Cade's barn.
Go ahead.
And Cade.
Meaning Hebron is Hebron in the Hebrew. Salak is Chabarwan in the Hebrew. And the Apocrypha was written in Hebrew. Go ahead.
And cast forth.
This is Mount Hebron in English. Go ahead.
And cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness.
And he cast forth all that dwelt in the wilderness. It was 603,550 people that were numbered as warriors, right? As footmen, soldiers. And then it was the women and children and the rest of the mixed multitude that came with us, right? But that's how many people were literally in the wilderness. So 2 people out of those people, out of that many people, only 2 of them who came out of Egypt saw the land of Israel. That was Joshua and Caleb. All right. That was Yahushua and Caleb. All right. Go ahead and read.
So they dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and they destroyed by their strength all them of Esbon.
So read it again. We did what with our strength?
And they destroyed by their strength all them of Esbon.
Go ahead.
And passing over Jordan, they possessed all the hill country.
And passing over Jordan, we possessed all the hill country. Meaning the west side where Manasseh was. And when we passed over Jordan, we possessed all the land of Canaan. Go ahead. Which is the land of Israel. All right, go ahead.
And they cast forth before them the Canaanite and the Perizzite and the Jebusite, and the Skimite, and all the Jargasites, and they dwelt in that country many days.
We dwelt there many days. Go ahead. So this devil is this. I forget who it is at this time. I think it may. I forgot Salaki who he was going against. It may be Asher or Ashur, right? Which is Ashur in the Hebrew, but it's Asher, which is Assur. I believe we were going against the Asherites at this time, which I believe is Assyria. Might be Assyria. I forget. I believe Assyria and Asher is two different people. But we was going against the Asherites at this time. Go ahead.
From Khan. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God hath hated iniquity was with them.
Go ahead.
But
Hold up. Say that part again. We can't skip over that. Read that part again.
and whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered.
Now, when we sinned not before our God, meaning we did not sin, we prospered. We weren't getting shot down. We weren't MS-13 and Crips and Bloods and high off every pill, high off every weed and every heroin and being whores. We prospered, man, when we were serving God. And our slave masters know that. That's why they don't want to give you all year to celebrate your heritage and to look deeper into your heritage so you can find out that you're a goddamn Israelite. They just want you to work and eat, sleep, go to the bathroom, and go the hell home. That's it. Go to work, go home, eat, sleep, and go to the bathroom, and that is life for us. That's all they want. And not work for our own gain, for our own prosperity, but to work for their gain and their prosperity. That's what they want. And they know that what? Read it again.
Because the God that hated iniquity was with them.
Because the God that hated iniquity would be with us if we disobeyed him. Go ahead.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed.
When we departed from the way, meaning this is a separate statement, but meaning also they departed from their way. Go ahead.
Which he appointed.
Go ahead, read it again.
Which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles, very sore.
Now, here's how oppression works. When we disobey our God, Salaki, read it again. I want to say the exact words that you just said. Read it again.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles.
But when we disobey our God, we get destroyed in many battles. We get destroyed when we disobey our God. When we serve our God, we prosper. When we don't serve our God, we get destroyed. That's how oppression works, man. That's how our slave masters think. That's what they know, and that's what they live by. They live by making sure that we do not serve our power. We don't have time to think about God, man. And guess what? They pay them preachers good. They pay them pastors. I'm talking about cash money. How bad do you want it? They pay them good to make sure that on Sundays, on the only day that we decide to do something for the Creator, that we are not doing anything for Him, but dancing and sweating and woo, hallelujah, and oh my God, and shaking and gyrating and passing out and going home and eating pork. They make sure they pay them pastors so well that when we go to serve God, we just don't even do nothing but dance. They pay them pastors well. And when it's time to serve God, you just get a good show and you take your black ass back home. You take your Hispanic ass back home. It's lucky. They pay them pastors well, man, to make sure that we really don't serve God. Because the only time that we had to serve God, we dancing, we eating abominations, we feeling good, we being told we can disobey God.
Right.
So when we go back to work, we felt good. We're not against our slave master, and we're ready to go again another week. Dang, we work hard too. Ready to go another week. That's a goddamn shame. That's how oppression works, man. Read.
Con. Very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
And we was taken captives. Why? Because we ain't serving our God. It was just too easy to take them captive. Go ahead.
And the temple of their God was cast to the ground.
And they destroyed our temple. Go ahead.
And their cities were taken by enemies.
By who?
Enemies.
By who?
Enemies.
By God loves the world, and we should hold everybody's effing hand who's willing to put their hand out for us to grab it. Read.
And their cities were taken by the enemies.
Thank you. The water. And our cities were taken by our enemies, by our slave master, by our oppressors, whichever race they be. Some was Chinese, some was Japanese, some was, who else? Japheth, Hawaiian, the Eskimos, the race of the Aborigines, who are Japheth. Some was Elam, which is the East Indians. Some was Arabs. And of course, some was Africans, which people deny, and some was definitely the children of the slave master today. That's a fact. Read on.
No, Con. But now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Verse 20.
Listen, this ain't the only captivity where our land went desolate. It's just something about going into captivity and them making our land desolate. Like them taking us out of our land. Like these heathens understand that is a holy ground now. Like that land that we own is holy. And it's just something about us, like they gotta just remove us from our land. Not to mention the Lord said he would do it. He said he would cast us out of our land. Go ahead.
Verse 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people,
If there be what?
any error against this people,
If they Crips, if they Bloods, they MS-13, I forget the other Latino tribes that the brother was bringing out. Shout out to the trooper, man. He left that he was running the goddamn gang and left the gang to become a trooper, man. I spent a ton of time with him and the other brother, man. It's lucky, I ain't got your names right now off the bat, but I enjoyed those days, man. Y'all brothers got raised up. Shout out to the Chicago Cookout, man, to the Midwest Cookout. Y'all brothers, man, did an amazing job out there. And shout out to New York, to the Northeast Cookout, and definitely shout out to Cali, man. And I can't listen. I heard Texas is gonna be off the chain. I heard everybody's trying to go to Texas, man. Most High in Christ. And you know why? Because we working to not have that error. We working to not. We casting off the gangs, the pork, the shrimp, the crab, the lobster, the whoredom, being a whoremonger, getting high, loving Christianity, loving Islam, loving the slave master. Got to say that one. Loving the slave master, loving the oppressor, and loving the other nations. We got rid of that. We said to hell with that. We got rid of our errors. Because what? Read it again.
from Con. if there be any error against this people,
Because if there is any error against us, go ahead.
and they sin against their God,
And we be sinners, go ahead.
let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
That what?
That this shall be their ruin.
That this is going to be their ruin. Here's how oppression works. Let's go through it. Baby steps, right? Number one, the oppressor, our oppressors, our slave masters understand, just a basic foundation, that if we sin against God, whatever we do right now will be their ruin. When he said this is whatever the hell we come up with at this very moment while they're sinning, while they're in the Christian church, tambourine and hallelujah and shaking and gyrating and choir and all that from the goddamn choir, and you dancing and Michael Jackson dance, moonwalking on a goddamn podium and sweating, and after that you smoking weed and eating pork. And they know that whatever they do at that moment, while we are sinners, is going to work. That's a basic foundation. Meaning, make this people sin. You want to be wise with them? Give them pork. Tell them homosexuality is an alternative lifestyle. Tell them, you know what? It's such an alternative lifestyle. You can actually be a woman if you want to, if you're a man, Malaki.
Right.
You know, if you want to, you can just shave your beard, grow your hair out long, or you can cut it and get a wig. And man, go ahead, man, get you some boobs and rock that dress, Malaki. Do you the best life? That's what they tell us, man. They know that if we are sinners, go ahead and rock purple, Malaki. Live your best life. They know that we are sinners, man. Not saying that wearing purple is a sin, but I'm saying them IUIC homos, they are sinners. That's what I am saying, all right? Because what they do and the man that is leading them is causing them to sin, it's causing them to error. But they know that if we are sinners, that whatever they think about at this very moment will be our end, will be our ruin, will ruin us. That's how the slave master deals subtile with us, man. That's what he does to make us even more of his slave. To be so much a slave that we can't get out of the oppression. You know what was a subtile move? To pay them pastors out. That was like that had to be the best move they ever made.
Right.
That had to be literally, I would say that was top notch. Right there. But that like that Christianity thing, that's why Christianity is the mark of the beast. That's why you will die and you cannot get salvation if you believe in any type of Christianity. Islam is Christianity. All of it. Buddhism is all Christianity. They all say we can all come together and love God or love the universe. We can come together and drink our own sperm and be Nawapians.
Right.
It's all Christianity. It's got some sense of homosexuality in it. They know that this will be our ruin, man. Read on.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
They know it. That's how oppression works. They know that what? That, oh man, while they MS-13 and Crips and Bloods. See, the problem is, like the general said, you gotta be innocent of everything, man. You innocent walking over to the cops like, what is all this about? And you die. You innocent when you a child playing with a toy gun. But you ain't innocent of everything. When you a child with that toy gun, whose Jesus is the son of the oppressor, whose faith, whose God is the God of Christianity and Islam, good, and you're guilty, y'all. When you driving down the street, but you have slept with other brothers' wives, ooh-wee, I can't save you. This is going to be your end, and they are going to what?
Come on, let us go up and we shall overcome them.
They are going to come up and they are going to overcome us, man. And our children are going to die, and we are going to be cast out of our land and sent to America, sent to South America, sent to China as a damn army member, sent to goddamn North Korea as an army member, sent to Africa and Australia as army members, sent to Hawaii and make babies there as somebody's goddamn army soldier, man. Meanwhile, our land is filled with white Salaki. It's filled with slave masters. Specifically the tribe of Amalek. We went to that, let me tell y'all this. We went to that goddamn Brazilian festival, and there was so many white people there. And there was so many slave masters there, man. But when we went to the Caribbean festival, we seen 2 slave masters there. 2. I counted them. And guess what they were with? They were with Israelites. So as long as we love the oppressor, then we're going to be overcame by the oppressor, by the slave master. This is going to be our ruin. We're going to be slaves. We're going to be taken out of the land. But we're going to continue to be slaves and have no way to get salvation. Listen, it was our slave masters was trying to blend in with the Hispanic tribes. And listen, they should have been ashamed to even step foot in that goddamn place, man. Seeing what they doing to the Hispanic tribes, man. They should have done it was ridiculous. And some Amalek guy had the nerve to come up to Officer Barzal, Officer 50. He was rocking his which I decided to rock mine today. God damn it, he was rocking his cover. And this devil came up to him and said, yeah, what did you do to earn that jacket? You know, what did you do to earn that? How did you get that? Because they came up from behind him. They seen the shield, and they decided to ask him so subtly a question about why in the hell is he wearing that shield?
All right.
What the hell does he have to do with the Jewish star? Came and asked him so subtle, hey, how you doing? I got a question. Yeah, what did you do to earn that jacket? Like, what did you have to do to get that? Meaning, what did you have to do to be able to wear this? Because you shouldn't have this on. These devils, man, they overcame us. And they in our land pretending to be us, and we are here serving slavery and being forced to be sinners, man. Being forced. It's coming through, like the general said, it's coming out the walls, man. Bacon on your sandwich. You can eat pork. Go get you a thotty. Meaning it has to be a thotty for you to get, which is telling our daughters, go be a whore. Shout out to Barack, man. He having a daughter who will not be a whore, man.
Right.
Read on.
Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
And now get this. This is the major part about being oppressed. About when our enemies want to take counsel on how to make us their slaves. They know this. Read.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
But if it ain't no iniquity, meaning if they ain't sinning, go ahead.
Let my Lord now pass by.
Lord, Master, Adawan, let us just leave them damn Israelites alone. Let's just call it a day, and let's forget about it. Let's just keep it moving. In other terms, he said, let us pass by. Meaning, let's just keep it moving. Let's not even, put ourselves in that situation. Go ahead.
Least their Lord defend them.
To prevent their Lord defending them. That's how oppression works. Oppression is give them no time to think about their God so we can make money and become rich. Listen, we might gotta murder them. We might just have to murder them to keep them in line And you know what? Let's pay some of them weak Negroes to make them sinners, man. So they gotta run to a gang to get help for protection, man. So they gotta depend on their own self to defend them. They gotta go and get a knife and go speeding because they angry, man. Or have a gun and shoot back at the cops. Pay them damn weak Negroes to make sure that nobody is going to serve their God in their nation, man. Because if they do, read it again.
At least their Lord defend them.
They do. Their Lord will defend them if they do the right thing. That's how oppression works. Go ahead.
Come on, McConnell. And their God before them.
And our God be for us, man. That's how oppression works. Oppression is murder them if you got to. Definitely don't let them serve their God. And give them so much work that they ain't got no time to rest, man. Which is why I'm holding down the goddamn show, because we so goddamn busy. We don't have no time to rest, man. That's how oppression works. Oppression leaves you to go and defend yourself. Because you got weak Negroes and weak Hispanic brothers who our Hispanic brothers sell out too. We got weak people in our race that sell us out, which when we get murdered, which when we get oppressed, we got no salvation because we are sinners. Because the weak Negroes are making us sin against God, telling us it's okay. And therefore, God is not for us. I thank the Lord that He sent Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. Christ the anointed, which is what Christ is. Yahweh Shah the anointed. Because you got Yahweh Shah, that was Jesus in the Apocrypha. The name is Yahweh Shah. Then you had Joshua, whose name is Yahweh Shah. You have more than one. But this Yahweh Shah is the anointed Savior. He's Hamashiach. He's the anointed. I thank the Lord that He sent Jesus Christ, man. Jesus the anointed. Yahweh Shah Mashiach to save us, man, and give us salvation, man. To make us able to be saved by our God. I got a couple more scriptures. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. When you see our brothers in gangs, yesterday on the way to that Brazilian festival, me and Trooper Ibada, we on our way there, right? And I look to the side of me, and it's a Blood and a Crip fighting in Philadelphia, where we don't even have Bloods and Crips. We don't have gangs in Philly.
Right.
We don't. We don't have MS-13. We don't got Blood or Crip in Philadelphia. We don't have folks. We don't have Latin Kings, Folk Nation or Latin Kings. We don't have any of that in Philadelphia. Yet and still, two simple Negroes are trying to murder each other over a gang. Why? Because that gang makes them feel like, hold on, I got somebody to defend me. What you doing wearing that color? I got some pride. You can't do that. I stand for something. I'm a Blood. See? Look at the parade. I'm a Crip. See? Look at the blue. I stand for something. I am somebody with my blue bandana, with my red keychain hanging out my fucking back pocket. Salaki. Cat didn't even have on the goddamn flag, man. He had a red, long keychain hanging out his back pocket. And the other cat had a blue bandana on his head. Are you kidding me? That was the worst representation of Bloods and Crips I have ever seen in my entire life. The worst ever. And we don't even have gangs in Philadelphia.
Right.
Did you see the brother who got killed? He wasn't wearing any type of color. The shooter that shot the Philadelphia shooter was not a Blood or a Crip. You know what we got in Philly? Muslims and Christians. That's
Right.
it. Either a Muslim or you're a Christian. That's it. There's no gangs in Philly. But when we don't have a God to defend us, you need something to stand on. You need somebody to help you, to have your back. Well, where's MS-13? I want to sign up. Somebody got to. I can't just be out in life with nobody to care about me. Goddamn, where the Crips? Where the Bloods? Where's Folk Nation and the Latin Kings? I'll sign up right now. Because who we got to defend us? Let me tell y'all brothers something. We got the ISUPK, man.
Right.
Under Commander General Yohana to defend us. And listen, it ain't just, we ain't like a gang that come and beat you over the head. We teach you how to have God on your side, man. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. In the regular Bible, not the Apocrypha, but just the regular King James, the one missing the Apocrypha.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely oppression make a wise man mad. You know what we do? We think subtly too, as well. We think subtle as well. We use wisdom. We say, hold on. If I don't join this goddamn gang, they are going to whip my ass every goddamn day. They're going to rob me. And I got to feed my damn daughter and my son. How the hell am I going to do this? It's either I pay tribute or I start taking some, look, maybe joining this gang might get me some extra Pampers a month. Might pay my child support bill. Maybe a couple packs of heroin to be sold will pay my damn bill. Maybe a few pills to sell will pay my child support bill. Will pay my automobile. Maybe then we can chill. God damn. That Beyonce, they thought subtly. They said, you know what? I need one of these Negroes to pay my cell phone, to pay my car note. You know what? I got breasts here. Got a vagina. Got a nice fat monkey on my back. You know what? How about I just use that to get some brothers to pay my automobile, because that's sky high, to pay my cell phone bill, and to pay, and then, you know, maybe I could chill after that. Maybe I could relax and be feminine and look pretty and get my nails done and get my hair done blonde like the daughter of the oppressor. Oppression make us go mad, man. It make a wise person do things that are crazy as hell. It make you join a gang. It make you become a pastor for sure. Oppression will make you become a pastor, make you wear the slick back and say, all right, y'all, that's what we're going to read today. That's what we're going to do today, y'all. Can we get the music? Dun, 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 and tambourine. Oh, yeah, hallelujah. Come on up here, Sister Evelyn. Come on up here. It make you say, I ain't gay no more. Give me that video. I ain't gay no more. I don't like men's no more. Make you, yo, well, what's the other one where the brother threw the money on the brother? They like, he slid, give me that one too. He slid across the goddamn podium. Let me, man. Oppression is killing Israel today, man. Oppression is destroying our nation because our oppressor is the one that's doing it, man. Go ahead, you put it up there. Our oppressor, you can spin the camera. This is what oppression does to you. Oppression makes you a goddamn Christian, man. Tell the cameras, man. See it?
Cancel.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. No more. I will not stay the bed. I will not tear apart. I will not throw it up. I will. No. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
I'm delivered. Woo. Hallelujah. Dang, I need a break, Malaki. I caught the Holy Ghost. God damn it. Oppression make you a goddamn Christian. And it also make you a pastor. Give me the pastor slide on the goddamn money, man. Can you get that video of the Reverend dancing on the money? It's turning us mad, crazy, making us madmen from all the oppression, man, from our slave masters being subtile with us. It don't just make you join a gang, it make you join a goddamn cult. It make you be a goddamn Christian and a Muslim. Damn, man. What do we have left? You know what we got left? We got the Most High power, man. We got Yahweh Shah, and we got Commanding General Yohanan in the ISUPK. You want to escape oppression? Come into the ISUPK. Right. Leave the Christian church, leave the Muslim mosque, take off your purple skirt, and come into the ISUPK, man. Or else you're going to be left with these cats leading you. These type of men right here are going to be the men that lead this nation into our ruin and straight into our destruction, into the hand of our enemy and into the hand of our oppressors, man. And the name of this video is You Call This Gospel. Here comes Creflo Dollar. Hallelujah. I caught the Holy Ghost, Malachi. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money. Hallelujah. God damn. That's the men that's going to lead us to our destruction, man. You know why they dancing on that money like that? Because they are slaves. They are oppressed. Right. Read it again. Give me the scripture again. The wild. Okay. Give me the scripture again, man. Ecclesiastes 7 and 7.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Read it again.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
You see how much money was on that stage? They were serious. They were literally excited. Like he was like, oh, what's a million? Like, damn, this much came up. Like this how much? Because they get to spend it. What you think they're gonna do with it? They went out to the club that night, bought an ounce of cocaine, bought a pound of weed, or an ounce of weed, an ounce of cocaine, and a few pills, rented a vehicle, and went to the strip club and laid with some whore that night. From the church, literally, from the church. Took her out, gave her a couple pills, snorted some cocaine, smoked some weed, went to a hotel, and drove around in a rental car. That's who's leading us. Akim Akwafi. That's who the hell is leading us to our rule.
Right.
And you know why they doing that? You know why they were so happy? Because that money for one night, or maybe a few nights, that was some bread up there. It was enough for them weak brothers to say, you know what? Time for me to take this off and get a slick back. You know what? I think I'm going to kill the MS-13 thing. Take off my bandana, MS-13 thing. Where's that suit at? What I got to say up here? God loves everybody. Oh, money? Ashkila bubble bubble. Let me slide on the money. I ain't gays no more. Dang, man. That's who's leading us, man. Oh, I got a couple more scriptures. Give me this scripture right here. Give me serve our enemies in Deuteronomy.
Okay.
Let me serve our enemies, man. Oh man, listen. Let me tell you something. Listen, like I said, it's Hispanic. It's about to be Hispanic Heritage Month, and those Hispanic people are whites. They are our people. We are Hispanics. God damn it. Because we are the same people. So if I'm called a nigger, then my Latino brother is called a nigger as well. If he's called a spick, then God damn it, I'm a damn spick, man. Because we are the same people. If our Native American brothers are called wetbacks, then I'm a goddamn wetback. Because we are the same people, man. And oppression is destroying our race. That's why we're trying to cross the border. That's why we're trying to get into America to escape the oppression that is in front of us, man. So sad, damn. And we oppressed because, give me the scripture, read, let me know when you got it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
We are oppressed because we serve our enemies. And that's exactly why we doing this silliness, running around on the stage. Like, I hope y'all understand that what we just saw and what we played in the beginning, the gangs, the police shootings of us doing crazy things and getting shot by the police, you gotta pause that. All of that is in correlation now. It's because of the Christian church that we are left to defend ourselves. That MS-13 gang thing, that's them trying to defend themselves. What that brother did, driving around, he was pissed. Driving around, had the knife, he just hopped out the car because he don't have anyone to defend him because of men like those pastors, man. That church didn't tell that man to stop being gay. He felt like God was against him. Because if he would have asked him, they'd have told him, yeah, you can be gay. I heard some churches did say, well, you know, you can't be gay, but you can eat pork. So what's the difference, man? Read it again, Malak.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
The Lord sent our enemies against us. He sent them against us because we refused to serve him. Man. Go ahead.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
Thirsty, naked, meaning ashamed, and we need all things. We need a car. We need clothes. We buy these jackets from the oppressor. We buy the material for the Mitris from the oppressor. We buy our hair products from a sister who got to pay the oppressor. We buy our jeans and our shirts and we put these nice coverings on from our oppressor. We buy our chains from our oppressor. Yeah, we in want of all things. We buy our water to drink from our oppressor. We buy our food from our oppressor, and we try to cover our shame with the covering of our oppressor, which is Christianity and Islam, and every gang you have seen comes from the oppressor. It has something to do with the oppressor, man. And trying to cover yourself from our slave master and trying to defend ourselves from our slave masters, man. Dang. And this is, give me nation of a fierce continent. And there's a reason why we do that. We have to do it. Number one, we serving our enemies, and this is the second reason. Let me know when you got it. I think it's
verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance,
Go ahead.
which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
And that's the real reason. And that's the real reason why we need to find a way to defend ourselves. Because our enemies, they got a fierce countenance. I think I showed last week the face of that one devil. They got a countenance that is fierce. It's like, damn, like don't mess with him. He ain't nothing to be played with. Also, they don't do what?
Nor show favor to the young.
They don't show favor to our children. that are even in the womb. They want them murdered. Go ahead.
Oh God, verse 51. And ye shall eat.
Shalaka, you said that's your favorite to the old, no the young,
Answer.
or it's your favorite to the old. Read it again.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
Listen, I'll give you a perfect example of how he don't show favor to the old. He choked the hell out of a man of his own race. That devil. That was another devil he was choking. It was an old devil. So it just shows you, he don't give a damn if you old or not. He's a murderer and an oppressor and a slave master and the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. With that being said, y'all, this was the letter Hebrews speak. I once again held it down for some busy brothers, man, in the work of the Lord. All right? I held it down for 12 Shield General Isaac Young and for Captain of 13,000, Captain Kyle Abarayim. This was the letter Hebrews speak. Pay your goddamn tithes. Get out there to the West Coast barbecue. All right, from the 26th, I believe, to the 28th or the 29th. Go ahead and enjoy yourself, man. This was the letter Hebrews speak. Shalom.
War with you with the hands. That's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gonna be critical. It's best that you be easy and get it on the tip. Flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, royalty in my ways. Things asking learning tricks. Plus the beings in my heart. In every word, pretty like it's in the dark. Night never no more. Shit, I blaze it in the season. Got women overdose. Just gotta watch who I'm keeping. Not the walking with them kings. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas playing is free. Criticizing on my deceivers. Won't make them please. Nah, you don't make this slack off. These niggas better that's all. Better bear with some backs off. I be doing shit like sex off. Dumb so process. I honestly say I'm comfortable. But I'm full emotion. So I pull my heart out. This wrong heart, but I ain't in the state. And if it ain't it ain't in the way. My niggas righteous. They real. They down with something. Feel so deep. Trauma, motherfucker. They say in the truth, oh yeah. No, it's the home. And I don't hate them, brother. I'm just too low to my home. That's what they believe. For me to follow. No way, no hate. Not leaving this body to leave the skin hollow. So when they get something we can, so I can't salute it. And I ain't sure my ways, but look, gotta execute it. Cause I can do it out my tail, something between my legs. Shit, I be thanking. Watching my daughters, something they made. They so smart. And a lot of streets so beautiful, but they ain't like other banks. And they can't far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm not my father's bitch. They ain't about the shit I used to do in that time they ain't been. They ain't never ceased. See, without wisdom, this world make me weak. I found out that the truth was good. The lies I speak, tried everything. I guess me, I'm on the head to me. Now I make the blind see. And I make the dead speak. And teach all my little girls. You can't think. Loud like a man. They gon' better breathe the blood. Can't six. Chaos like the time. This block is my headpiece. And I ain't trying to take them out, but I'll leave the feet in this house. Won't take a check. 144 and they black switch on some hitman shit. She called it 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why tell them I'm loyal to the king. To the righteous right. Loyal to the king. I'm always straight like a reputation. Loyal to the king. Never say half. Loyal to the king. Bring it out. Bring the bitch. Say loyal to the king. To the righteous right. Loyal to the king. I'm always straight like a reputation. Loyal to the king. Never say half. Loyal to the king. Bring it out. Bring the bitch. To the king. down to the black and brown, you know what I'm saying, cookout, man, right here in California, man. Israel was invited. Make sure that you come down with y'all know a good. Hey man, make sure y'all come down to the black and brown, you know what I'm saying? Check out, man. Right here in California, man. All Israel was invited. Make sure that you come down with y'all know a good lecture by precinct officer, the Walla Board precinct officer, Kazaki, you know what I'm saying, called Divide and Conquer, man. If you're not there, man, you miss it out. Come get a taste of the kingdom, man. Let that shit out.